How's it going, everybody? So I wanted to start a little segment on this channel, kind of like a Save the Manuals campaign where I highlight different manual cars, ones that might be special, and some of these cars don't even have any competition just because of their engine setup and the fact that it comes within a manual. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight some of these cars that are really special and why you might want to consider aspiring to get one of these. So first car that we're going to be talking about in this first video is the 2019 Aston Martin Vantage, the V8, the twin turbo V8 sourced from AMG. So, reason this car is special and it has no competition is, I know this is weird to think, but this is the only twin turbo V8 sports car that's going to be on sale in 2020, possibly even for a 2019 model. So is the new Aston Martin Vantage really the only new car with a twin turbo V8 in a manual? Not quite. The M5 also is a twin turbo V8 that's going to come in a manual as soon as 2020, but the M5, I wouldn't really say it's a sports car. It's an awesome piece of machinery, 600 horsepower, twin turbo V8, going to be able to command it with a manual, but it is 4,300 pounds. It's more like a classy man's Hellcat, really. So, you know, with that being said, the Aston Martin weighs in at 36-ish hundred pounds. Not incredibly lightweight, it's not a Lotus or anything, but I'd say with the rising standards of what's considered a sports car, I mean, people say the ZL1's a sports car. I'm not going to argue against that. It performs like crazy, but you know, that's almost 3,900 pounds, the ZL1. So if that's a sports car, this Aston Martin is definitely light enough and definitely small enough to be a sports car. So, you know, when we're not talking about that Mercedes, because it is a sedan, it's very long, it's very big, I would say that this is the only twin turbo V8 in a manual that is going to be on sale in 2019 and 2020. So that'll reign as king of that segment for a couple of years until Chevrolet's new twin turbo engines are going to be coming out. They're already debuting it in the new CT6 V Sport, and that engine will trickle its way down to the Corvette probably in 2021, and then it'll get into the Camaros. So, you know, this technology is going to be here very soon for American cars at a crazy cheaper price point, not arguing against that. But for, I'd say probably 3 years, this is going to be the only sports car, twin turbo, manual. So why do I keep going on and on about the twin turbo V8? Why do I think it's so cool? I think it's super cool because AMG, just like Ford has Mountune, and just like BMW has Dynon, AMG also has an in-house tuning company that keeps your factory warranty. So, I mean, people know, you know, you could tune a 4-cylinder turbo and make it a little rocket. So if you have 8 cylinders to work with and 2 turbos, the tuning potential on that AMG engine is, you know, just crazy. You know, people are getting on the Mercedes E63, people are already getting into the 700 range with the horsepower and torque. So to wrap this video up, I love the idea of the Aston Martin getting a manual again for 2020 because it's one of 4 potential cars that you can get over 700 horsepower with a warranty that's brand new. So you got the Hellcat. I mean, it's kind of a big car, but it's 707 horsepower, over 700 horsepower with a manual. Awesome. You can get a Dynon BMW M5 once the manual comes out for that. You could tune that. Also a bigger car. Now, you can get a ZR1, which would be a little bit cheaper if you like that setup, if you like the American, if you like Chevy, if you're not trying to go, you know, that's totally opposite ends of the spectrum of Chevy, Aston Martin. But yeah, you can go ZR1, that's over 700 horsepower with a manual. I believe as of right now, that's actually the highest horsepower car with a manual. That's another special one. Maybe that deserves its own video. And then last but not least, the Aston Martin. You could tune it with AMG's in-house company, and I'm sure you can get 700 horsepower with that twin turbo V8, no problem. So yeah, not a lot of cars with high horsepower. In a world where, you know, all supercars are dual clutch, you know, it's nice to congratulate these few cars that are still sticking around with the 3 pedals. I mean, I love manual. I'll always have at least one in my garage. Right now, both of my cars are manual. So what do you guys think of the new 2019 Aston Martin? Comment down below. Also, if I forgot a twin turbo V8 that comes in a manual in, you know, the 2018, 2019 year, let me know. I'm not saying it's not possible. I could have forgot a car. I'm pretty sure I named all of them, but yeah, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you like the car. I know it competes with other cars. I'm not saying it's better than, you know, like a Carrera Turbo S or a Lotus Evora, but those, you know, they're not V8s. I'm not saying that's better or worse. I just think twin turbo V8 they're dying. They are dying, especially with, you know, a manual equipped. So with that, I think that's going to be about it for this video, and I'll talk to all you guys next time. See ya.